Welcome to a journey through time and history. Today we're exploring the magic of cinema, where storytelling meets the accuracy of the past. From ancient empires to modern revolutions, these films do more than just entertain. They educate, inspire, and sometimes even shake us to our core. Let's dive into 30 of the most historically accurate films you need to watch. Films that bring the past to life in ways you've never seen before. But before we jump in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. 1. Gladiator 2000. Let's start with a trip back to the grandeur and brutality of ancient Rome. Gladiator, directed by Ridley Scott, immerses you in the world of gladiatorial combat and political intrigue. While the story itself takes some creative liberties, the visual details are stunningly accurate. The filmmakers went to great lengths to recreate the splendor of the Colosseum, even using blueprints of the original structure to build a realistic model. The costumes, from the senators' togas to the gladiators' armor, are based on extensive historical research. Despite its dramatic narrative, Gladiator gives us a visual tour of what Rome might have looked and felt like during its peak. The film's impact was so profound that it sparked a renewed interest in Roman history. 2. Kingdom of Heaven, 2005. Next, we move to the turbulent era of the Crusades with Kingdom of Heaven. Ridley Scott once again delves into history, this time portraying the religious and political turmoil of the 12th century. The film centers around the siege of Jerusalem and the moral dilemmas faced by both Christians and Muslims. While the main character Balian is a fictional amalgamation, the depiction of Saladin is notably accurate. His chivalrous behavior and strategic brilliance are well documented in history, and the film does justice to his legacy. Kingdom of Heaven is not just a story of war, it's a story of faith, tolerance, and the human cost of conflict. It's a visually stunning film that challenges our perceptions of this pivotal moment in history. 3. Master and Commander: The Far Side of the World, 2003. Master and Commander is a masterpiece that transports us to the high seas during the Napoleonic Wars. This film stands out for its almost obsessive attention to detail, from the creaking wooden decks to the salt-stained sails. Director Peter Weir worked closely with historians and naval experts to ensure the authenticity of everything, from the ship's design to the daily life of the sailors. The film's depiction of naval warfare, with its strategic maneuvers and intense cannon fire, is both thrilling and historically accurate. Master and Commander is more than an action-packed naval epic. It's a thoughtful exploration of leadership, friendship, and the relentless pursuit of duty in a time of war. It's a must-watch for history enthusiasts and cinephiles alike. 4. Agora, 2009. Agora takes us to the intellectual hub of the ancient world, Alexandria, in the 4th century AD. It tells the story of Hypatia, a brilliant philosopher and mathematician whose life was tragically cut short during a time of religious upheaval. The film is praised for its portrayal of the philosophical debates of the time, as well as the clash between science and religious dogma. Hypatia's work in astronomy and her teaching methods are accurately depicted, shedding light on a remarkable woman whose contributions were nearly lost to history. Agora is a haunting reminder of what happens when reason and enlightenment are sacrificed on the altar of ignorance. It's a film that not only educates but also inspires us to cherish and protect our shared heritage of knowledge. 5. Barry Lyndon, 1975. Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon is a visual feast that perfectly captures the elegance and decadence of 18th century Europe. Based on the novel by William Makepeace Thackeray, the film tells the rise and fall of an Irish rogue in the sophisticated yet ruthless world of the British aristocracy. Kubrick famously used only natural light and candles to light his scenes, achieving an unprecedented level of authenticity in the film's visual style. Every frame looks like it could have been painted by a master of the time. Barry Lyndon is a slow burn, but for those willing to immerse themselves in its world, it offers an unparalleled glimpse into the past. It's a testament to Kubrick's genius and a visual love letter to an era of elegance, excess, and intrigue. 6. Amistad, 1997. Amistad is a powerful exploration of the fight for freedom and justice, set against the backdrop of the American slave trade. Directed by Steven Spielberg, the film tells the true story of a mutiny aboard a slave ship and the subsequent legal battle that reached the highest levels of the U.S. government. The film's depiction of the Middle Passage, the horrific journey endured by enslaved Africans, is one of the most unflinching portrayals in cinema. Spielberg doesn't shy away from the brutality, forcing viewers to confront this dark chapter in history. Amistad is not just a courtroom drama, it's a story of humanity's fight against oppression, a reminder of the horrors of slavery, and a celebration of the indomitable will to be free. 7. The Last Samurai, 2003. The Last Samurai transports us to Japan during the tumultuous transition from the age of the samurai to the modern era. The film, starring Tom Cruise and Ken Watanabe, is a fictional story, but it's deeply rooted in the real events of the Satsuma Rebellion of 1877. The film's depiction of the samurai culture, their code of honor, discipline, and way of life, is deeply respectful and accurate. The character of Katsumoto is inspired by Saigo Takamori, a real-life samurai leader who fought against the Meiji government's efforts to modernize Japan and abolish the samurai class. The Last Samurai may take some liberties with its narrative, but it captures the essence of a pivotal moment in Japanese history with grace and grandeur. It's a visually stunning and emotionally powerful film that honors the spirit of the samurai. 8. Saving Private Ryan, 1998. Saving Private Ryan is widely regarded as one of the most realistic portrayals of World War II. Directed by Steven Spielberg, the film opens with the harrowing D-Day landing, a sequence so visceral that it left audiences in stunned silence. Spielberg's commitment to authenticity is evident in every frame. The production team consulted with veterans and historians to accurately depict the chaos, fear, and brutality of the invasion. The use of handheld cameras and muted colors enhances the feeling of being right there on the battlefield. Saving Private Ryan not only honors the sacrifice of those who fought, but also serves as a reminder of the horrors of war, leaving a lasting impact on how World War II is portrayed in cinema. 9. Dunkirk, 2017. Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk offers a unique perspective on one of the most dramatic events of World War II, the evacuation of Allied soldiers from the beaches of Dunkirk. The film's non-linear storytelling captures the desperate, chaotic, and heroic efforts of those involved. Using 3 interconnected timelines, land, sea, and air, Nolan immerses viewers in the experience of the soldiers, pilots, and civilian sailors. The film's realism is heightened by its minimal use of CGI and reliance on practical effects. The Spitfire dogfights and the evacuation scenes were shot using real planes and boats from the era. Dunkirk is a masterclass in tension and storytelling, capturing the essence of a critical moment in history without glorifying war. It's a film that places the viewer right in the heart of the action, making us feel the fear, hope, and relief experienced by those who lived through it. 10. Schindler's List, 1993. Schindler's List is one of the most powerful films ever made about the Holocaust. Directed by Steven Spielberg, it tells the true story of Oskar Schindler, a German businessman who saved over 1,200 Jews from certain death by employing them in his factories. The film's black and white cinematography, combined with its stark and unflinching portrayal of the Holocaust, makes it both visually and emotionally impactful. The use of real locations, such as the remnants of the Krakow ghetto and Auschwitz, adds to the film's authenticity. Schindler's List is more than a historical drama. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and a reminder of the atrocities that should never be forgotten. It's a film that educates, honors, and commemorates. 11. The Pianist, 2002. The Pianist, directed by Roman Polanski, is a harrowing yet hauntingly beautiful portrayal of survival during the Holocaust. Based on the autobiography of Władysław Szpilman, a Polish-Jewish pianist, the film chronicles his life in the Warsaw Ghetto and his struggle to survive the Nazi occupation. Adrian Brody's performance as Szpilman is both haunting and inspiring, capturing the pianist's gradual descent from a celebrated musician to a desperate survivor. The film's attention to detail, from the ruins of Warsaw to the uniforms of the German soldiers, is meticulously accurate. The Pianist is not just a story of survival, it's a story of resilience and the enduring power of art. It's a film that shows how, even in the darkest of times, humanity can prevail. 12. Letters from Iwo Jima, 2006. Clint Eastwood's Letters from Iwo Jima offers a rare perspective on World War II, telling the story of the Battle of Iwo Jima from the viewpoint of the Japanese soldiers who defended the island. The film is a companion piece to Flags of Our Fathers, which depicts the American side of the same battle. The film's historical accuracy is evident in its portrayal of the Japanese defensive strategy, which involved a complex network of tunnels and bunkers. The character of General Tadamichi Kuribayashi is based on the real-life commander whose leadership and humane treatment of his men are well documented. Letters from Iwo Jima challenges us to see the enemy as human, offering a poignant reminder that in war, there are no true winners, only survivors. It's a film that resonates with the universal themes of sacrifice, courage, and the shared humanity that transcends borders. 13. 12 Years a Slave, 2013. 12 Years a Slave, directed by Steve McQueen, is a powerful adaptation of the 1853 memoir of Solomon Northup, a free African-American man who was kidnapped and sold into slavery. The film doesn't shy away from the brutal realities of slavery, presenting an unflinching portrayal of a dark chapter in American history. Chiwetel Ejiofor's performance as Northup is both devastating and inspiring, capturing the anguish of a man torn from his family and forced into unimaginable suffering. The film's attention to detail, from the harsh conditions of the plantations to the brutal treatment of enslaved people, is meticulously researched and brought to life with heartbreaking realism. 12 Years a Slave is not just a film about one man's struggle, it's a film about the resilience of the human spirit and the indomitable will to survive. It's a painful but necessary reminder of the past and the importance of never forgetting the atrocities committed. 14. The Imitation Game, 2014. The Imitation Game tells the story of Alan Turing, the brilliant mathematician who cracked the German Enigma code during World War II, a feat that is believed to have shortened the war by several years. While the film takes some liberties with historical facts, it captures the essence of Turing's genius and the struggles he faced. Benedict Cumberbatch's portrayal of Turing highlights both his genius and his social awkwardness, giving viewers a sense of the man behind the machine. The film also addresses Turing's persecution for his homosexuality, a tragic aspect of his life that led to his eventual chemical castration and untimely death. The Imitation Game is a celebration of intellect and perseverance, but it's also a poignant reminder of the injustices faced by those who don't conform to societal norms. It's a film that challenges us to look beyond the surface and appreciate the complexities of genius. 15. The King's Speech, 2010. The King's Speech is the inspiring true story of King George VI, who, with the help of his speech therapist Lionel Logue, overcame a severe stammer to lead Britain through World War II. The film's historical accuracy and emotional depth have made it a beloved classic. Colin Firth's portrayal of the king captures his struggle with speech and his sense of duty. Geoffrey Rush, as Logue, brings warmth and humor to their unlikely friendship, a relationship that forms the heart of the film. The depiction of their sessions is based on Logue's own diaries, which were discovered after the film was made. The King's Speech is not just a film about overcoming personal challenges, it's a story of leadership, friendship, and the power of perseverance. It reminds us that even those born into greatness have their own battles to fight, and that courage comes in many forms. 16. Selma, 2014. Selma chronicles a pivotal moment in the American Civil Rights Movement, the 1965 march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama, which led to the passage of the Voting Rights Act. The film focuses on the leadership of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the courage of those who fought for their right to vote. David Oyelowo's portrayal of Dr. King captures his eloquence, determination, and the weight of his responsibility. The film doesn't shy away from showing the brutal opposition the marchers faced, from police violence to systemic racism. Selma is a powerful reminder of the ongoing fight for equality and the courage it takes to stand up against oppression. It's a film that not only educates but also inspires, showing us that the power of collective action can change the course of history. 17. The Social Network, 2010. The Social Network tells the story of how Facebook was founded, chronicling the rise of Mark Zuckerberg and the legal and personal battles that followed. Directed by David Fincher and written by Aaron Sorkin, the film is both a gripping drama and a commentary on the power and pitfalls of modern technology. Jesse Eisenberg's portrayal of Zuckerberg presents him as both a brilliant innovator and a deeply flawed individual, capturing the complexities of his character. The film's portrayal of events, while dramatized, is based on real legal disputes and conflicts among the Facebook co-founders. The Social Network is not just about the creation of a social media giant, it's a story of ambition, betrayal, and the complexities of friendship in the age of the internet. It forces us to consider the costs of success and the true meaning of innovation. 18. Spotlight, 2015. Spotlight is a gripping portrayal of investigative journalism at its best. The film follows the Boston Globe's Spotlight team as they uncover the widespread sexual abuse of children by Catholic priests in the Boston area and the subsequent cover-up by the church. The film's commitment to accuracy is evident in its attention to detail, from the meticulous recreation of the Globe's newsroom to the painstaking process of uncovering the truth. The performances by Mark Ruffalo, Michael Keaton, and Rachel McAdams bring to life the dedication and determination of the journalists who broke the story. Spotlight is a testament to the power of journalism and the importance of speaking truth to power. It's a film that honors the courage of the victims who came forward and the journalists who made sure their voices were heard. 19. Bridge of Spies, 2015. Bridge of Spies is a gripping Cold War drama directed by Steven Spielberg based on the true story of James B. Donovan, a lawyer who finds himself in the middle of high-stakes negotiations between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. The film focuses on Donovan's efforts to secure the release of captured American pilot Francis Gary Powers and American student Frederick Pryor in exchange for Soviet spy Rudolf Abel. Tom Hanks delivers a stellar performance as Donovan, portraying his determination and moral conviction in the face of immense pressure. The film is praised for its accuracy in depicting the complex and tense political atmosphere of the Cold War era. Bridge of Spies not only provides a thrilling narrative but also serves as a reminder of the power of diplomacy and the importance of standing up for principles, even in the most challenging circumstances. It's a film that sheds light on a lesser-known chapter of the Cold War and the quiet heroism of those who work behind the scenes. 20. Hotel Rwanda, 2004. Hotel Rwanda tells the harrowing true story of Paul Rusesabagina, a hotel manager who sheltered over 1,200 Tutsi and moderate Hutu refugees during the Rwandan genocide in 1994. The film is a powerful portrayal of courage and humanity in the face of unimaginable horror. Don Cheadle's portrayal of Rusesabagina earned him critical acclaim, capturing the moral dilemmas and immense pressure he faced. The film's portrayal of the events leading up to and during the genocide is devastatingly accurate, showing the brutality and chaos that engulfed Rwanda. Hotel Rwanda is a deeply moving film that not only tells the story of a remarkable man but also serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of hatred and the importance of standing up for what is right, even when the world turns a blind eye. 21. Schindler's List, 1993. Schindler's List is a landmark film by Steven Spielberg that tells the true story of Oskar Schindler, a German businessman who saved the lives of over 100 Jews during the Holocaust. The film is a poignant portrayal of the horrors of the Holocaust and the unexpected heroism of a flawed man. Liam Neeson's portrayal of Schindler captures his transformation from a war profiteer to a savior of his Jewish workers. The film's stark black-and-white cinematography and its unflinching depiction of the atrocities committed make it one of the most powerful portrayals of the Holocaust ever put to film. Schindler's List is more than just a film, it's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the capacity for goodness in the darkest of times. It's a film that everyone should see, not just to remember the past, but to ensure that such atrocities are never repeated. 22. The Pianist, 2002. The Pianist is the heartbreaking true story of Władysław Szpilman, a Jewish pianist who survived the Holocaust by hiding in the ruins of Warsaw. Directed by Roman Polanski, the film is a deeply personal and unflinching portrayal of one man's struggle for survival amidst the horrors of World War II. Adrian Brody's performance as Szpilman is haunting and powerful, conveying the despair and resilience of a man who loses everything but manages to survive. The film's depiction of the Warsaw Ghetto, the destruction of the city, and the sheer brutality of the Nazi occupation is devastatingly accurate. The Pianist is a story of survival against all odds, a testament to the power of art and the resilience of the human spirit. It's a film that not only depicts the horrors of the Holocaust, but also celebrates the indomitable will to live and create, even in the face of unimaginable darkness. 23. A Beautiful Mind, 2001. A Beautiful Mind is the story of John Nash, a brilliant mathematician who struggled with schizophrenia while making groundbreaking contributions to the field of game theory. The film, directed by Ron Howard, captures both the brilliance and the torment of Nash's life. Russell Crowe's portrayal of Nash is both sensitive and powerful, showing his genius and his struggle to distinguish reality from his hallucinations. The film takes some creative liberties, particularly in its depiction of Nash's delusions, but it remains true to the core of his story. A Beautiful Mind is a celebration of resilience and the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. It's a film that reminds us that genius and madness often walk a fine line, and that true brilliance can emerge from even the darkest of places. 24. The Last Emperor, 1987. The Last Emperor is an epic biographical film about Puyi, the last emperor of China, whose life was marked by dramatic upheaval and change. The film, directed by Bernardo Bertolucci, takes us from the opulence of the Forbidden City to the tumult of China's political transformation in the 20th century. John Lone's portrayal of Puyi captures the confusion and helplessness of a man who was thrust into power as a child and then became a pawn in the political machinations of others. The film is a visual masterpiece with stunning recreations of the Forbidden City and meticulous attention to historical detail. The Last Emperor is a sweeping, tragic tale of a man who was born to rule but was rendered powerless by the tides of history. It's a film that not only tells the story of one man's fall from grace, but also serves as a poignant reflection on the nature of power, identity, and the inevitability of change. 25. 12 Years a Slave, 2013. 12 Years a Slave is the true story of Solomon Northup, a free black man who was kidnapped and sold into slavery in the antebellum South. Directed by Steve McQueen, the film is a harrowing depiction of the brutality of slavery and the resilience of the human spirit. Chiwetel Ejiofor's portrayal of Northup is haunting and powerful, capturing his despair, anger, and determination to regain his freedom. The film's unflinching depiction of the violence and dehumanization faced by slaves in the United States is based on Northup's memoir, which provides a rare first-hand account of the horrors of slavery. 12 Years a Slave is a powerful, unflinching look at one of the darkest chapters in American history. It's a film that forces us to confront the horrors of slavery and remember the resilience and strength of those who endured it. It's not an easy watch, but it's an essential one. 26. Patton, 1970. Patton is a biographical war film that chronicles the controversial career of General George S. Patton during World War II. The film, starring George C. Scott in an iconic performance, captures the complexities of a man who was both brilliant and deeply flawed. Scott's portrayal of Patton is larger than life, capturing both his tactical genius and his volatile personality. The film's opening scene, with Patton's famous speech to the Third Army, is legendary and sets the tone for a portrayal that is as compelling as it is complex. Patton is a film that captures the essence of one of the most complex and controversial figures of World War II. It's a powerful reminder of the thin line between brilliance and recklessness and the impact one man can have on the course of history. 27. The Untouchables, 1987. The Untouchables is a crime drama that tells the story of Elliot Ness and his team of lawmen who brought down notorious gangster Al Capone during Prohibition. Directed by Brian De Palma, the film is a stylized and thrilling portrayal of one of the most famous crime-fighting units in American history. Kevin Costner's portrayal of Ness is earnest and determined, while Robert De Niro's portrayal of Capone is menacing and larger than life. While the film takes some liberties with historical events, it effectively captures the essence of the struggle between law enforcement and organized crime during Prohibition. The Untouchables is a thrilling, action-packed portrayal of a pivotal moment in American history. It's a film that reminds us of the high stakes of the battle against organized crime and the determination of those who fought to uphold the law in the face of overwhelming odds. 28. The Theory of Everything, 2014. The Theory of Everything is the story of Stephen Hawking, the brilliant theoretical physicist who was diagnosed with ALS at the age of 21. The film, directed by James Marsh, is a moving portrayal of Hawking's life, his groundbreaking work, and his battle with a debilitating disease. Eddie Redmayne's portrayal of Hawking is nothing short of remarkable, capturing both his physical decline and his indomitable spirit. The film is based on the memoir by Jane Hawking, his first wife, and focuses as much on their relationship as on Hawking's scientific achievements. The Theory of Everything is a tribute to one of the greatest minds of our time. It's a film that not only celebrates Hawking's scientific achievements, but also his courage and determination to live life to the fullest, despite the immense challenges he faced. 29. The King's Speech, 2010. The King's Speech tells the inspiring true story of King George VI, who overcame a severe stammer to lead Britain through World War II. Directed by Tom Hooper, the film is a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of finding one's voice. Colin Firth's portrayal of King George VI is both vulnerable and powerful, capturing the immense pressure he faced and his determination to overcome his speech impediment. The film's focus on his relationship with his speech therapist, Lionel Logue, adds a personal and emotional dimension to the story. The King's Speech is a powerful, uplifting story of personal triumph and the strength of the human spirit. It's a film that reminds us that, no matter the obstacles we face, we can find our voice and rise to the occasion when it matters most. 30. The Imitation Game, 2014. The Imitation Game tells the story of Alan Turing, the brilliant mathematician and cryptanalyst who played a key role in breaking the German Enigma code during World War II. Directed by Morton Tildum, the film is a gripping portrayal of a man whose genius changed the course of history. Benedict Cumberbatch's portrayal of Turing is both intense and nuanced, capturing his brilliance, eccentricity, and the challenges he faced as a gay man in a society that criminalized his very existence. The film highlights both his incredible achievements and the tragic consequences of his persecution. The Imitation Game is a poignant reminder of the brilliance and bravery of Alan Turing, a man whose contributions to the war effort and to the field of computer science were immeasurable. It's a film that not only celebrates his achievements, but also mourns the loss of a life cut tragically short by prejudice and ignorance. Thank you for watching. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new videos. Don't forget to click the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload new content. Goodbye and see you in the next video.